Welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to be attempting a challenge. I've been climbing predominantly outdoors for the past, only outdoors for the past month and a half, 2 months or so, because we've been in Lofoten where I've been shooting a film with Matilda. And now I'm trying to get back into shape indoors, which means I'll need a lot of volume. I need to just get used to climbing on plastic and climbing a lot in a session, because most of my sessions have been very short and intense. We were out earlier today. We actually climbed a really nice line hill called Veni Vidi Vici, and it was a good recruitment to get the training session started. So the goal is to do every single boulder in this gym in 3 attempts or less per boulder, that is. No idea how it's gonna go. There's a couple of really hard ones in here, one in particular that I haven't done. I've tried definitely not most of them, but a lot of the boulders, and especially the harder ones I've attempted, and I've done quite a few of them. But yeah, it's gonna be quite a challenge to try and do them all in such few attempts, but we'll give it a go, and it's gonna be a training session. I've already done all of the easier grades, so the yellow greens, which are up to 5C, 6A or something like that, and also the blue ones, which are up to 6B. And it's time to get started with the hard ones. And I'm gonna start with the hardest grade, which is black tape. That was good. This is one of the harder climbs that I've done in the gym, and I was a bit worried that I'd need 3 goes for that one already. So doing it on the first burn is yeah, it's good. Bit of no hand slab action to rest before I try the hardest one. Yeah, see if I have some hips working for me. Okay, only 50 more boulders to go. Feeling good, feeling fit, but now it's time for the really hard one. Oh, it's a weird move, that. So I'll let it rest a few minutes and climb something else first. Okay, next up we have some pretty slippery, gnarly holes that you really have to dig into, and I kind of want to include a little bit of my thinking on all of these boulders. And I think for this one specifically, a lot of it goes towards because what you do is you take a hold, you get a lot of tension build up, and then you have to recenter that into the feet again, and that can be a bit tricky. The big thing is to mentally reset on every move so that you're not completely tensing up in the back, because the moves are dynamic for me. I have to jump quite hard and the holds are pretty bad. So it's really important to recenter between every single hold and drive force down through the feet, and then reuse that energy again for the next move. Do you hear that? I think? Yeah, that's the sound of a very spontaneous ad by Gnarly Nutrition. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. I'm just enjoying my daily routine of creatine by Gnarly Nutrition. Because if I don't have my creatine, my climbing sessions look like this. And if I get my daily dose of creatine, they look like this. And also, my muscle ups will look like that. And with creatine, they'll look like this.
Not to mention my bench pressing, which will look like that. But of course, with creatine, they look like this.
And now for the best part. Nolly Nutrition is offering you all 20% off at checkout if you use my code on, the protein powder, the creatine, or whatever else you want to get. So thank you very much to Nolly Nutrition for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back into the action. I feel so far away still. I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna just steamroll through a couple of easier boulders, like some of the red ones, to just get a bit of momentum going, because I still have a ton of boulders left to do. So we'll just do some hard moves, or I guess easier moves, flow through some things, enjoy climbing, enjoy movement. We have two more black tape ones. I think I'm gonna start with those, so I'm not too tired for all the orange ones, because already I'm falling on them, so it could be quite a challenge in the end of this. I think we're off to a good start. We've done a lot of the hardest boulders, but now there's a lot that I have no idea how they're climbed. So I think the next section is going to be a bit harder. Next up is an orange. And I'm not entirely sure how it goes, like what the beta is, because you have one hold here, and then of course the entire volume. And the next one over here is like really freaking bad, and also an undercling. So it's like, I think I want to get, maybe skip this one, or like go high up on this first, and then get into this. Desperately put up my feet and like cross over all the way to the right. But that looks pretty freaking hard. Yeah. That was 100% improvisation. I had no idea what I was doing. In the beginning here, this match move with the heel high was just like, what is this? You know, like one of those things that just kind of works. I intended to go like here and go left hand again, or go straight for this. But the match was just, yeah, I didn't really expect that to work. So I think I'll go for 2 more oranges before giving the black one another go. It is definitely the biggest stopper of them all, but I am also feeling the fatigue hitting, and I do want to get through the rest, and I don't know, maybe it's like 30 more boulders to go. So I got to reserve quite a bit of energy and preferably complete some of the semi-hard ones before I'm drained. So 2 more oranges, and then we hop on the black one for the final burn on it. Okay, I checked with the root setter, one of the root setters, and apparently one of the holes has accidentally come off. So I have been given a substitute hole here instead, because otherwise the move up to this was pretty freaking crazy. It's go time. Now or never. The black one's going down. Let's go! Gotta get them temps, yo. Oh, okay, game over. But we still have a good few number of boulders left to do. But I think now I'm just gonna rush through some of the red ones, which is the middle grade. I think it's like up to 7A+, according to the scale, and just run through a couple of those. And you know, just complete a few more boulders and then finish off on some of the orange ones that might be a little bit more interesting. We can just chat through how the moves are on them. In total, I have 6 or 7 more oranges, I think, maybe 8, somewhere around there, and most of them look pretty fine, but there's one in particular that looks heinous, which I'm gonna get on after this one. But first I have this pink beauty right here. A lot of risk involved when it's like when you're trying to do it in 3 attempts, because I am tired, but I still have enough energy to do everything if I like perform it well. And there, for instance, I had originally planned to go to the sloper and then bump to the jug, but when I was there I realized the feet weren't really anything you could push off of. I just had the heel hook locked in, and that was what was giving me, like, keeping me towards the wall, and so I had to match and then like explode a bit to the jug. And I don't know, I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned when climbing a bit tired, because you need to be so much more focused. Let's continue the streak with the most horrendous climb of this evening. It's not a bad climb at all, it's just pretty nasty holds, really intense, and like you have to dig into your soul a bit to do them. Right, let's get it done. No! Shit! I thought the last hole would be decent, but it's like completely round, so I think you need to probably match the left hand that I had instead of going like again and find yourself in a stable position. God damn, that was painful. Okay, rest up and then get this one done.
Predicting my future by taking control of it now. When societal norms pressure my peers, I continued holding my ground. Laughable goals, heavy hitting in advice that they give. That's just how it goes. I'm staying on goal. Monopolize a set of skills and chance it whenever I roll. Never rolling over, only one in the back to the women who get to know me on the surface. Deeper questions won't buy the time that she need with me. That shit is not up for purchase. I told my circle I jackpotted. Now I gotta set the example. Luckily my catalog rivals any popping artist. Hot with the beats that I gamble. 777s every time. How the fuck is it a hit every time? Okay, hold up. This nigga working like he off ketamine high. Disassociated from all the legions. Had to zero in on the process. Cause I'm in this shit for the long jab. Making use of the omens that God sends, you know. One day at a time, taking this shit one day at a time. You out of your mind, thinking that this is all for nothing. One day at a time, taking this shit one day at a time. Came from behind, the underdog is far from done with. Everything I said I do, head down and up my leverage. Learn my lesson, tightest circles, cleaned up who I mess with. One day at a time, taking this shit one day at a time. You out of your mind, thinking that this is all for...
No, it's too wet. Put up a good fight. I tried, but yeah, it's time to move on. Okay. Ooh, just a few more. I think I'm gonna punch through a couple of red ones, along with some, like just finish off the overhang, get those climbs done. Maybe finish off some of the vertical ones as well, of the red tape ones. Okay, the fatigue is definitely starting to hit me. Kind of a freebie, but I'm not too sure that the next one will feel the same way. We're gonna do a coordination move and then a tricky mantle to the top, and then try and hammer out a few more boulders after that. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. We're nearing the end of the session. I finished the last two red, aside from the one that, the black one behind me, which is the final boss, you could say. I really want to get it done, and I'll do my best to do it in these 3 attempts. But it's a coordination dyno into a mantle press that's supposedly harder than its grade. So I think it could be a fight, but it's going to be the final fight of the night. So let's just, you know? That finish was a bit lame though. Oh, that felt more true. Okay, we kind of did it, I guess. Still 2 boulders missing from this circuit. I hope you enjoyed watching this marathon, climbing session. If you did, please let me know in the comments. And otherwise, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace, my homies. And now for the best part. Gnarly Nutrition is offering you all 20%